Sergeant?
Sergeant.
You don't look like a sergeant.
Yes, I am a sergeant. Now, I suggest you move on.
No,
sir.
don't come too
fine, I'll
close.
tell you what,
I'm not
then.
going to move on.
I'll nick you for section 50, mate.
Welcome to Rate the Encounters, where police power meets public accountability.
This episode is brought to us by Auditing Britain. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, AB records a police van that has been left unattended on double. Yellow lines with the engine still running. It's a straightforward observation, something officers themselves should have addressed. Instead, the situation quickly spirals into chaos. One officer loses control, not because AB has done anything wrong, but because the mistake is being exposed. Ego takes over, tensions rise, and the
Isn't that unattended?
I'm not with it.
No, you're not with it.
What? Okay.
And then he says he's going to taser me.
Mate,
Be
you
out of it.
literally said you're going to jump in and steal the van.
I said
And
I
then
could.
Right. Okay.
And what are you going to taser me with? Your fingers?
If you like. Hey,
Try it then.
what? I tell you what, we're just going to crack on with what we're
Yeah, you crack on. I'm just saying, it's unattended. Key there.
Mate.
Hey, behave yourself. Hey,
What are you doing?
don't put your finger on me, huh?
Don't you get in the van?
Does that look like I was getting in the van?
Yes, you are. What are you doing in
I was
there?
taking. I was looking. Where's the key? Idiot. No, you're not dealing with nothing.
Yes, I am.
I'm dealing with you, to
Mate,
be honest.
You literally just spat on us.
What do you mean? I didn't spit on you. Yeah, because you
Look, there
aggravated me.
go. Right,
Hey,
I
hey.
suggest you just
You
move on with your day.
move on. You clear off. You don't back like
Clear
this
off.
next time.
I tell you
And
what.
switch off the engine.
Right, what are we meant to do? How are we meant
Switch
to go?
off the engine. How
Right,
about that?
Okay, if you want my shoulder number, you can complain
Yeah,
about
what is
that.
it?
It's 4898. I'm Sergeant Pearson.
Sergeant?
Sergeant
You,
Pearson,
you
yes.
don't look like a sergeant.
Yes, I am a sergeant. Now, I suggest you move
No,
on, sir.
do not.
Okay,
Don't come too
fine, I'll
close.
tell you what,
I'm not
then.
going to move on.
Huh?
What are you going to do?
This is the point where the situation immediately begins to derail. Auditing Britain is simply filming an unattended police van that has been left running. Rather than addressing the obvious issue, officers immediately accuse him of attempting to access the vehicle. There is no evidence, no observation clearly explained, just an accusation designed to flip the narrative. Auditing Britain isn't provoking anyone. He is asking for the most reasonable solution possible. Switch the engine off, as should be done if the van is unattended. The response is a sergeant stepping into his personal space, raising his voice, and trying to dominate the encounter through sheer volume and proximity rather than lawful authority. That isn't command presence, it's panic.
What are you going to do?
I'll nick you for section 50, mate.
What's section 50?
Section 50 means you give me your name and address for acting in an antisocial behaviour.
How was I antisocial?
Because you literally, straight away, you're interfering with our vehicle. while we're
Interfere.
doing
I
something.
looked. Is there a key there? Because some vehicles don't have keys.
Right.
You can actually take the key with you, but
Yeah.
in this case, you left the key. This vehicle is unattended.
Right, okay.
The engine is running. It's
You've got an
unattended.
issue.
You committed
You've
an
got an issue.
offence.
We're not.
And now you're trying to do section 50. Go on then. How
We're
dare
going to
you?
give us your name and address then.
I'm not going to give you a name and address.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to give. Why would I give you a name and address?
Mate, if you're acting in an antisocial which you are,
How's antisocial?
you literally have come over and straight away you're trying to pick around with us.
Because
About
you left
unattended.
your vehicle
Well, put in a
unattended.
complaint if
You
you're
should say,
unhappy.
I apologize. You should say, I'm wrong.
We spent
Switch
a
it off.
morning out
I don't
dealing
care.
with stolen bikes, right?
Do I
We've
care?
done that. Okay, and do I care that you've said that? I've given you my number, now you need to move on.
All right, wait. Sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
You left a police van, engine running,
And we
unattended.
are 10 metres away from it.
It's still unattended.
Right.
This is where reasoning is replaced with reach. Section 50 is suddenly brought into the conversation, not because AB is causing harassment, alarm, or distress, but because officers are irritated that he refuses to back down. Calling this antisocial behavior is difficult to take seriously. There is no crowd, no victim, and no disruption to the public, only bruised egos. The suggestion that he is interfering with the vehicle carries no real substance, considering he has done nothing more than observe it. What they want are his details, and Section 50 becomes the tool they believe will force that information from him. The phrase, picking around, used to describe Auditing Britain's actions, isn't a legal concept. It's frustration leaking out as an accusation instead of addressing the reality of their own unattended van.
Stop touching me, man.
Yeah, but you're just shouting.
Yeah, I'm
You
shouting,
made
sir.
your point.
Okay, so you need to apologize and say, sorry, sir, I will never do that again.
That every single time I'm going to turn off the engine, jumpstart the van because the battery's flat.
Yeah.
Every single time. That's what you're saying. So we've got the engine running because it's got a flat battery.
Yeah, but leaving an engine attended is an offence.
We're there.
We're next to it. We're next to it.
It's an offence.
Right. You got my shoulder number. If you want to complain, complain.
Yeah, but
we're going to carry on with what we're doing, the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
You need to move on.
I'm not going to move on. What do you mean? Why would I need to move on? You don't like it because I had to go to you because you committed an offence?
You're being extremely unreasonable.
How?
Because you've literally gone, oh, the stuff that we've done this morning, so all the hard work that we've done, getting all these stolen vehicles off the road, you've then turned around and gone, oh, excuse me, all the hard work you've done.
I don't know what work you've done. How do I know what work you've done? How do I know?
Because straight away you've come in and you've had a go. You've had a pop.
I didn't.
So I suggest you move on.
In fact, I was talking to myself. Then you came to me, what? And then I answered you.
There, looking in the van, going, what's going on here?
I just want to see if it's unattended.
Right.
And I found out that it's unattended.
I'll tell you what then, here you go. Look, let's jump the van then.
Thank you. Now, that's not unattended.
Bye.
Where?
The excuse about the battery being dead collapses the moment you compare it to the very rules officers are expected to enforce. Leaving a vehicle unattended with the engine running is an offense. Full stop. There is no exemption for convenience, poor planning, or the assumption that someone will return shortly. AB isn't nitpicking. He is highlighting something that would almost certainly result in a member of the public being stopped or issued a ticket without hesitation. Claiming the battery is dead does not justify leaving the engine running. If anything, it makes the situation worse because it openly acknowledges that the vehicle should never have been left in that condition. If the van cannot be safely switched off and restarted, then it should not be left unattended in the first place.
Idiot. Unbelievable. You are an imbecile,
You're an imbecile. Honestly, you don't understand how much hard work we do around it. And then for someone to come in at the last minute and go, oh, excuse me, you've done this absolute minor thing.
Yeah.
If you're...
Just correct it. You should have corrected it.
Right. So we've now left, over there, we have left an entire bank of bikes unattended to deal with you to get these stolen bikes in there. So we've put 8-9 bikes on there.
This guy's an idiot. Are you a sergeant?
Yes.
What's your student number, sergeant?
3599.
This guy's an idiot.
I saw you there following me to the toilet. What's your plan? Why are you around here, by the way? And I questioned you.
There we
Why are you
go.
around
Section 50, mate. What's your name and your address? Here's my
Why are you
shoulder
around
number here. Thank you very much.
You've been roaming around. What is your purpose here?
What's it got to do with you?
I need to ask you because I have
You
to
got
when
your
I was heading
cup,
to the toilet.
Why is this guy getting involved?
Right, here you go. If you've been following around there, this
hang on.
I need your name
Following
and address.
who?
If you don't give me your name and address, you'll be arrested.
I don't know what your mission is.
You just
What section 50 is
At
that?
the moment, it's because of antisocial behaviour. If you're following people into addresses,
I didn't follow
and stuff
anybody.
Like that,
What are you talking
you're just
about?
Gonna get handcuffed, and then you're going to give me your address
I don't
and
need
your
to.
name. Yes, you do. Otherwise, you'll be arrested. Thank you very much, sir. All right, so at this moment in time, you're under arrest for Section 50 because I need your name and address. You need to give me that. So at this moment in time, you're under arrest for that. You don't have to say anything, but may harm your defence. You do not mention questions.
He's attacked.
Following town hall security staff to the toilets is not a crime. It is not antisocial behavior, and it certainly does not meet the threshold for an arrest. Simply occupying the same space as security personnel inside a public building does not constitute an offense. Walking in the same direction as someone is not inherently threatening, particularly when there is no evidence of harassment, obstruction, or interference. What appears to be happening here is an attempt to retrofit a narrative that justifies an arrest already decided upon. Rather than pointing to behavior that genuinely crosses a legal threshold, they seize on something mundane and attempt to present it as suspicious.
We got the power now to demand your name.
You need my name and address and what?
Name and address under Section 50. Okay. So are you willing to give us your name? Otherwise, we take you to custody and find out your name there.
What antisocial behaviour are you accusing me of committing?
On what am I accusing? He's literally said that you've just gone into a private area there, and I've said on here you've come up and you've challenged me and basically said you can't park there with your thing
you can't,
which is fine.
Okay.
So I've told you that
you're angry because I had to go at you.
Huh?
You're angry because I had to go at you. You're going to abuse Section 50 right now.
I'm abusing Section 50.
You will abuse Section 50. I know the section 50.
Okay.
Yeah, section 50. Anybody that acts, if you could suspect me that I've acted in anti-social manner, yeah.
And you're just saying that I'm doing this because you've had a pop at me?
Yes.
Right.
Of course. It's clear and it's all recorded.
But you understand from our side,
Right.
being a restricted building,
What's a restricted building?
that's restricted. You got access in there.
It's a
I'm
town
not-
hall.
Yes, sir.
Town hall.
But
Open.
with you shouting, spitting,
I didn't shout.
you were shouting. Let's be honest. Both of you
But
were shouting.
the town hall that you're talking about
Yeah.
is open. You can access.
As a security point of view, in this day and age, you can realise why our concerns are raised.
At this point, the situation completely unravels. Threatening to take someone into custody purely to force them to provide a name and address is effectively an admission that there is nothing else to rely on. When AB asks what antisocial behavior he is supposed to have committed, the response is the same vague explanation repeated over and over because there is no clear offense to point to. The so-called following allegation doesn't even originate from an officer witnessing anything firsthand. Instead, it comes from security staff stating they felt uncomfortable. Then, in an attempt to salvage the situation, an officer claims that the town hall is a restricted building, something that is plainly incorrect. A town hall is not a restricted facility, and saying otherwise does not grant additional legal powers. It reads as a last-ditch effort to make the arrest appear more serious after the fact.
Yeah, go on.
He's basically said you've been in the public area.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's what he said.
All the time.
You've been outside the gents. Like, so he's gone into the gents, you've been waiting outside, and then he's got a bit unnerved about that, and then you've then come out.
No. I went in. He asked me. He looked at me. He said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I replied to him, "Yes."
Okay.
That is it. That is it, and it's recorded. So do not make that mistake, Sergeant.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to what we've originally think.
All right.
You got the hump with.
Am I
Okay,
free to go? Am I free to go?
2 seconds.
There will be no violence on my side. I might scream,
What?
but I
Okay.
might shout.
All right, okay.
But no violence.
I don't know what
I
your first
assure
name
you.
is.
You don't need to know my first name.
That's fine. So whatever your
Release me.
first name
Release
is,
me. You need to
what
release
I'm
me.
saying to you is, I apologise that we have parked on a double yellow line,
You should have done that from the beginning.
and I'm
Now
sorry.
you realise it's
Well,
recording. Now you're apologising. Your badge. You showed me a badge earlier.
Yeah, Sergeant Pearson, 4898. 4898.
And you are?
I'm 3599.
Sorry?
3599.
Sergeant, you're a disgrace, my friend. Okay. You are a disgrace.
Right.
That was an offence leaving the engine running. All you had to do is, sorry, I will switch it off. That's it. I am a member of the public. You treat members of the public with respect. Do you understand that?
And now.
And then you look it. I am
Literally,
shouting.
you-
I am
said
aggravated.
to me
Look.
straight away,
Look,
right.
I am aggravated. What do you expect?
That apology reveals everything, and none of it reflects positively on the officers involved. They do not reconsider their actions because the law finally catches up with them. They reconsider because they realize the entire encounter has been recorded. The handcuffs come off not after reflection, not after a supervisor intervenes, but only once the risk shifts. From controlling AB to being exposed by the evidence. That is the uncomfortable truth. Their behavior changes only when accountability becomes unavoidable. An apology delivered under surveillance is not genuine remorse. It is damage control.
Recording will see how much you're shouting in my face and how you're lunging towards
I can shout.
Okay, but if you're lunging towards me, mate, that's a safe.
I appreciate now your attitude has changed. That's
Right,
what it should have been
but-
from the beginning. You know what? This is making me sick because you guys on camera are different people. I'm glad I was recording. I'm glad I was recording in secret.
The entire time, mate.
Yeah, because you
That's
didn't know that.
absolutely fine. I
You did not know that because you were too angry. Yeah, I told you that. I told you that.
I would act
I
exactly,
told you that. I told you that.
exactly the same.
No.
With or without camera, mate. That's how it works.
A member of the public approaches you, tells you something you're doing wrong, which you clearly are doing it wrong.
Right.
Just correct it. Just say sorry. Okay, you are busy doing something. Fair enough. I don't know that. And so what? Even if you are busy, we're all
You
busy.
could see where we were. You
So
could
what?
see that.
We're all
Couldn't
busy.
you?
We all have a job to do. But at the same time, we cannot commit
And look,
offences.
I'll be honest with you. I've bitten way more than I should have done. And I'm
I
sorry.
think you overreacted,
Okay.
but then
And
again,
that's-
if you
and
react,
that's
if you,
yourself.
it's okay. Don't have to touch me. You've touched me enough today.
Okay,
if
get one
you,
over then, mate.
if you react like this every time a member of the public approaches you, then you're in the wrong job, my friend. These two just cost the taxpayers, the taxpayer money. That's what's happened. Yeah, no problem. Seriously.
Interview 8. What ultimately sinks this entire episode is the fact that the person directing it all is a sergeant. The one role within that group, meant to slow things down, apply sound judgment, and pull officers back from the edge, ends up doing the exact opposite. Instead of asking the obvious questions or resolving the original issue, he supports weak accusations, leans heavily on Section 50 threats, and approves an arrest that never needed to happen. That is not leadership. It is rank being used as a shield for poor decision-making. Once the confrontation collapses, it exposes just how fragile the entire case was. No offense pursued, no justification left standing. The only reason the situation escalated as far as it did is because no one in authority was willing to admit they were wrong early on. That is the uncomfortable takeaway. If this is how a sergeant reacts to scrutiny, defensive, reactive, and willing to escalate simply to save face, it explains exactly how minor issues turn into arrests. Policing does not break down because of one bad decision. It breaks down when the person responsible for preventing those decisions is the one driving them. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support my independent coverage. Also be sure to check out Auditing Britain. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Rate the Encounters, and I'll see you in the next one.